Hey, welcome to another edition of Freaky Smart Marketing, the place to be to learn to put the right message in front of the right people at the right time so that you can get the results you've always wanted. Anyway, today I want to talk to you about processes. Do you have a process in place? And if you do have a process in place, do you follow it? So I got to tell you a story about a buddy of mine. He's got a brand new Jeep Wrangler, really nice Jeep, but he's not really a car guy. So he goes into the gas station in the Maverick, and he knows he needs to put some oil in his car. He's almost out of oil. And he gets 2 quarts. He looks at the shelf, and he just grabs 2 quarts, and they say full synthetic on them. And he puts them in his Jeep. Well, turns out, after he put them in, he looked at the bottles. It was power steering fluid. It wasn't oil. Now, no big deal. Power steering fluid, it's not a problem, really. He gave me a call. We went over and we just drained his oil and put new oil in. No big deal. No problem. But the thing is, he didn't stick to the process like it was supposed to. He could have had a big problem with his Jeep by doing that. So, in our businesses, do you have a process in place for creating content, for creating ads, creating programs, or creating products? If you do have a process, are you sticking to it? Are you paying attention to the details? Now, I've noticed in my own business that when I stick to my process, I have a very specific process in place for creating targeted audiences, creating ads, creating lead magnets, creating self-liquidating offers, etc. When I stick to my process and go by it line by line, I get tremendous results. Like just recently, I went through and I just followed every single step of the process. I ended up with an opt-in page where I was getting 75% opt-in rate. Conversely, I've gone through, I said, well, I can skip this step or I can cut this corner and do this. I ended up with a different opt-in page with only a 25% opt-in rate. Now, 25 isn't bad. I'd take it any day. But it's not as good as it could have been because I didn't follow my process. Now, if you don't currently have a process in place, my suggestion is find one that works for you. I worked with a guy once who was a very A-type driver personality, and he wanted every little thing of his day lined out and spelled out in his planner, and it had to be this way, and anything that disrupted it threw him off. That was his process. I'm not quite that way. I like to plan out certain parts of my day, and other parts I like to feel a little bit free and open to do different things. You need to find the process that works for you. But once you have it, stick to it. Don't vary from it. If you find that you need to change your process, that's okay. You can go back and change it. But get the process and then follow it. Now, I know you can do it. It's not that hard, but you have to have the discipline to follow your processes. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in tomorrow's video, and be sure and listen to the podcast, Freaky Smart Marketing. Hey, thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.